Well, the big issue this evening is the Trump peace plan. And let's see here. I went over this plan. I went over it carefully. I went over the leaked drafts by some of the foreign countries involved. I will say this. As one person put it, the plan basically comes down to this. Two options. Hamas surrenders or Israel gets to finish Hamas off with Arab support. Brilliant. I have a little bit of a different take, which I'll get to here in a moment as I pull this up. When it's at least referred to what I posted, because I think you should know about this. There were earlier drafts that had been leaked by these other governments I mentioned to you. I said the Trump peace plan. After reading the final plan and watching carefully the press conference just now, I'm optimistic about the broad parameters of this plan. Let me be specific. Number one, unlike the earlier leaked drafts, there is no mention of Judea and Samaria, which is wrongly called the West Bank. Previous drafts declared that Israel must not annex them. This was not a relevant issue and a big sticking point with me. I'm glad it was dropped. Number two, I oppose a Palestinian state, period. There is no grant of a Palestinian state in the deal, as there appeared to be in earlier leaked drafts. The language is such that it requires a complete transformation of the Palestinian culture and ideology, which unfortunately is highly unlikely. Moreover, the word may is not binding at all. May. Once this transformation occurs, and it won't, then there may be a basis for a Palestinian state. So, to me, that's all BS. Number three, if Hamas rejects the deal or otherwise sabotages it after putatively accepting it, the Israelis are free to militarily demolish them with full United States support. As for the governing aspects of this, it's 21 points. And all the important security requirements for Israel, I have faith in both the President and the Prime Minister that they, above all others, know what they're doing. There are many details and pieces that have to fall into place, many more details and pieces that have to be worked out. So none of this will be easy or certain. And as this plays out, I'll have further comments along the way, as will others. But I think the broad parameters provide a solid foundation. But time will tell. We know many of these actors are untrustworthy. Many. And there's a lot of layers to this. It's not simple. In fact, it's complex. But the hostages are to be released within 72 hours. Hamas is to disarm or be disarmed. And as this gentleman put it, Hamas either surrenders or Israel gets to destroy them, with the support of the United States and the Arabs. I wouldn't count on the latter, but you get the point. So, number one, I think the president deserves enormous credit for his effort here. Enormous credit, as do the people who've been assisting him. Enormous credit. I just feel this is better than it was 48 hours ago, from what I was reading. Much better. Number two, the Prime Minister of Israel deserves enormous credit for engaging on this, and his people. I assume negotiating, going back and forth, and tightening things up. And then there's the reality. A lot of the people in Israel, I'm not saying a majority, but a lot, are growing weary of this war. And they want their hostages back. Now, this isn't an act of weakness by the Israelis. How can you call any of this an act of weakness, given what the Israelis have done to Hamas and Gaza, given what the Israelis have done to Hezbollah in Lebanon, given what the Israelis have done to Iran, given what the Israelis are doing to the Houthis? And I go on and on and on. Weakness. One of the reasons why Benjamin Netanyahu is attacked viciously with anti-Semitic diatribes, he's focused on by the isolationist bigot neo-Nazis on the right. He's attacked by the Marxists and the Islamists on the left. He's attacked by people even in high places in government is because he is a leader and he is effective. If he wasn't a leader and he wasn't effective, they'd have no reason to attack him. Many of these people are on the payroll of the Islamists or want to be on the payroll of the Islamists. It's true, directly and indirectly. And so this is an issue as well. Netanyahu is hated because he's effective, because he's a great leader. Same reason with Trump. Trump is hated because he's effective. He's a great leader. And Netanyahu knows better than I if a deal protects the Israelis or not. The youth of today will be the leaders of tomorrow, and it's more critical now than ever that we train up the next generation to fearlessly defend conservative values. The Heritage Foundation's Young Leaders Program equips young conservatives with the principled foundation and policy knowledge needed to stand up in a world increasingly hostile to conservatives. The Young Leaders Program is more than an internship. Participants work right alongside Heritage professionals, and they learn valuable workplace skills. They attend weekly policy briefings from Heritage's top experts and have access to practical skill-building workshops. They visit historical sites in Washington and even unparalleled mentorship opportunities. If you or anyone in your life is looking to spend a semester in our nation's capital with the best and the brightest of the conservative movement, please go to heritage.org/Levin, heritage.org/Levin. Go there today. Learn more about the Young Leaders Program. Applications for the spring semester close October 5th, so you have to hurry. Our nation's future depends on patriots like you, spreading the word to make sure the next generation is equipped. Go to heritage.org/Levin today. That's heritage.org/Levin. Paid for by the Heritage Foundation. And President Trump is not Biden. He's not Obama. He's not Clinton. He's not going to throw the nation of Israel off the roof. He's just not going to do it. He's done too much for the nation of Israel to act in such a way as the greatest president the United States has had in its dealings with Israel. So I think the broad parameters of this are very solid, very positive. Obviously, things take time to implement. It's a very complicated and dangerous part of the world. I'm not a Pollyanna about these things. I'm not a Pollyanna about these things. I don't think there'll be eternal peace. There is no such thing. When it comes to human beings, there's evil. Some people believe there's a devil. There's not eternal peace. This battle between peace and war, between good and evil, that's the eternal battle, isn't it? According to your own Bible. My Bible. So that's not going to just go away. The Islamists will exist. Their ideology is dangerous. It's deadly. It's a death cult. And so you're trying to deal as best as you can with what you have in this part of the world with respect to the Arab states and the Muslim states. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, this Islamist, radical Islamist mentality threatens some of their dictatorships. And so that's problematic for them. But I step back and I look at this for Israel, and I think to myself, this thing was tightened up. The Judea and Samaria no longer on the table. That's a good thing, because they were, in that draft it said, they will not annex. Annex? The Jews were there 4,000 years ago. It's not about annexing. That's why when you're trying to bring some kind of a peace agreement, that was preposterous to have that in there, and they removed it. Same with the Palestinian state. You're free to read the language yourself. It's in there. Maybe I'll go over it after the break with you. Anyway, that's my general take on this. I know some people are out there saying this is a complete sellout. It certainly is not. Some people out there saying it doesn't go far enough. I mean, I don't know how much further you could go without being farcical, quite frankly. It's not perfect because nothing's going to be perfect, and there's going to be a lot of bumps in the road, and we're going to see if some of these bumps are fatal. If Israel believes its security is threatened under any of these circumstances, it's not going to abide by this. It's hard to see how Hamas or even the Palestinian authorities come out and say, we're in, we agree with it, because they want to create the impression that they're a moderate force and that they should run Gaza. But that's not what's in the deal. That's not in the deal. Not the Palestinian Authority or Hamas.